Hey guys, Gabe here with RC Cincy, and I'm really excited about this unboxing slash review. I actually got a really good deal on this. It's from a new site that I recently just made some purchases off of. This came from T-Mart. It was only $16.99 on sale. This is the B-Whoop B-03 Pro version. This has quite a few different things than a normal one. It has the 716 53,500 RPM direct driven motors. They are plug-in, not soldered, so you can upgrade the motors. It says 260 on the box, but when I actually opened it, it had a 300 milliamp battery. It can do flips, rollover flips. It's got different speed controls. It flies for a reasonable amount. It has a load button. It has just so many features that I'm going to get into. I looked at the box. It just has so much stuff going on. It has return home. It has headless mode. It just has a ton of features. And it's really affordable. For $16.99, this just has so much power and punch. And it's capable of doing easy to connect FPV, which I'll get into that. So the box is basic, just like your H30 JJRC H36, just like the Eachine E010 or the Fury B36. They're just they're just pretty much the same boxes. You get those plastic stackable trays. You have your remote in the first one, and then the tray goes over it, and that's where your drone and everything else is, drone's kept, and then everything else kind of is tucked to the side. So these actually work really well, keeps your product from getting damaged. What you actually get in the box, let's get into that, set this to the side. Now before I get into the actual unboxing, you can get the gray and white, which I have, and black, a little bit of black on it. You get the blue, white, and then you get the orange and white. So those are the three colors available. This is made by Boldclash, the main company that makes the B-Whoop. So this is actually a really, really nice product. I'm excited to get into this. You do get decent instructions. I was looking at these. It does have all your controls on here. This is the page I'd recommend keeping out the most, because it does have quite a few buttons on the controller, so it can be a little confusing. Tells you all the information to charge it, what it requires for battery-wise for the controller, everything like that is in here. And they're actually decent. They're not the best, but they're okay. They're legible, so that's the good thing. You get a small bag which has 4 extra props and a small screwdriver, which you'll need to access the screw on the controller panel. On the back of it, the panel for the controller. Now this is 2.4 gigahertz technology. It has quite a few buttons. Now 2 of these buttons do not work. The remainder do work. So this is a non-altitude hold. It says B-Whoop Pro B03 right on it. Really cool color. It does match the drone itself. I'll get into the buttons here in a second. And it does require, which I'm not too thrilled about it, 3 AAAs. I'm going to share with you the buttons here in a second. It gives you a standard small USB charger. This you have to use either adapter for the wall or your computer or laptop. The lights come on, and it goes off when it's done charging, so it's pretty basic. Now on the box it said 260 milliamp battery. On the actual wrapper, on the actual sticker on the battery, it says 300 milliamp, 3.7 volt. Now this one has a 35C/70C. So this is a really, really nice battery. I'd like to get a few more of these. I don't know if I can get bigger ones, but definitely at least this capacity, and then this charge rating, which is really nice. That could give you a significant boost. Now, let's go ahead and get into the quadcopter before I do the remote controls. This thing is, in my opinion, just plain beautiful. It is. I like the way it's, the color, the scheme, the way it looks, the size. I mean, everything is perfect in my opinion. Taking off this cover, the cool part about this one is it's ready for FPV. Like I said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and give you a close-up. On the main board, you actually see a connector for the FPV, so you have to do no soldering. The connector is right there. It simply plugs in. You can use a rubber band or a sticky method, probably keep the circuits from touching, which wouldn't be a bad idea. It has your battery connector, and it also has another connector. I'm not sure if that's for power for the, I don't think it's the power for the FPV. I think it's for something else. Different style battery or a different, maybe a receiver, or who knows. I didn't see the details on that yet, but it just has all the connectivity you would need, and the engines, the aftermarket motors that does come in this, the 716s. They are not soldered, it's all plugs. So you can easily buy a different set of motors if you wanted to. If one burns out, plugs right in. So that just makes it so much easier, especially if you don't know how to solder. And being so small, that can be challenging for someone. So this is a really, really big plus in my opinion. The cover pops on easily. I'm sure you can do some kind of mod to where you can put an FPV camera through the cover, or just, you have so many different options with this in my opinion. It's one of the nicest little drones I got, honestly. I flew it once, one other time earlier, and when I first got here after I charged it, and it just blew my mind, the power and what this thing can do. I actually flew it outside, and it was a little bit windy, and it's amazing. I mean, I can't, this is probably my favorite one now. The one prior to this one was the H36 by JJRC, which is similar to a Fury B H36. The pitch or the performance on them is really, really close, but this one just blows them away. I mean, it's just so amazing. Now, to get into the buttons, for me, I just flew it once, so I didn't remember every button. Looking at the controller itself, it's really, really nice. Your top right bumper is going to be your flip button. It does do a flip in every direction. And then if you hold that down for 5 seconds, it goes to load mode. Now, by having I recommend us having, you know, for FPV, having that camera on there, it gives you an extra, I think it was like 25% boost. So that's really useful, having that extra load, so that's nice. Now if you do it with not having the camera on there, it shoots up like a rocket when you do a throttle punch. So that is amazing. I don't see it hurting you doing that. And then your left bumper is going to be your 1-key return home, and then by, I think it's headless mode, and then it's 1 home, vice versa. I'm not sure. If you hold it in, it's either headless mode or 1-key return. I haven't got a chance to try that. I'll try that here with you guys and explain it better. You also have your acceleration and deceleration. It says on the thing, but it's actually your hit it once, it'll go 2 beeps, and then hit it again, it'll go 3 beeps, and then if you want to go back down, it's the bottom button. So the top one goes up in the speed modes, and then the bottom one goes down. So if you hit the top one, it'll go to 2 beeps, hit it again, it'll go 3, and then you want to go back down, you have to go to the deceleration one. So that's pretty cool. These 2 buttons right here do nothing. On the throttle side, the 2 top ones do nothing. At least it's not labeled on here. And then these ones actually do your trim, so forward and backward, and then left to right here. So those are your trims, and that should pretty much cover all the controls on this. Now, it fits in my hand much better than the other controllers, like for instance the H36 JJRC or any of those. The only one that's a comparable size to this would be the JJRC H20H, which is kind of similar in this size. I like it a little bit bigger. It just feels better in your hands. sure you get used to smaller controllers. If you fly them a lot, it shouldn't be a problem, but in my opinion, this controller is really nice. The drone is just incredible. Like you guys know my gripe about flying it here. Maybe I'll try setting up somewhere else, or maybe I could do an outdoor video later on if I don't really do it any justice. Flying it in here, I might do another quick little flight video outside. So I'll see how this goes. You just simply, now be careful, I've noticed I always have, I don't know if it's just me, but these batteries for some reason, like the edges will peel up a little bit and it'll start sticking to the actual battery holder, and it gets stuck, it peels off, it gets hard to pull out, so just be careful not to yank on the wire or anything. It can be a pain in the butt sometimes. I just slide it in here and you're good to go. Get it lined up. Now you want to have your, obviously, your level surface to start it on, and a quick reminder how to calibrate it before I plug that up. In the instruction manual it says to go in a 45-degree angle to your left, hold it, and then 45-degree angle to your right, and it's supposed to flash and calibrate. So maybe I can try that if maybe if the headless mode doesn't work well, or it needs it, I'll do it. If it doesn't need it, I'm not just gonna do it for no reason, but I just want to give you a heads up on that. So I'm kind of excited and a little nervous because I don't do too well for some reason when I fly on camera. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and let me get this plugged in. It is a really nice tight fit, so make sure you plug it in. That noise is just the shell itself. Now the red is the front, and that confuses me sometimes because it's vice versa on other drones. Then you turn on your controller, it starts flashing faster, boom, bound. For some reason you don't have to go throttle up and down on this. That's even a nicer feature on this one. There is throttle. So it starts off in mode 1, so let's go ahead and launch. Now I'm going to tilt this up because I don't fly generally low at all. I fly more towards the ceiling, to be honest with you. I mean, it's crazy I fly that high, but that's the best I can do considering the fact that I don't have a camera person right now. So let's get up in the air. And there it is. Flying around wonderfully. Easy to control. Has a lot of punch. So let's go ahead and do a flip. There's a flip to my right. Flip to my left. Flip forward. Flip backward. So it does really, really well. It drifts a little bit, which I'm sure. There we go. I just got rid of the little bit of drift that it did have. I just simply trimmed it, and it's just a hair, but for the most part, that's just the throttle pulling it up. It's just the throttle being so powerful on this. And that's in the first setting without the load on. I mean, I just can't put enough emphasis on how amazing this is. So let's go ahead and go ahead and do a yaw rate 1. There's so much power. Honestly, I'm barely having to hold up the throttle. There's yaw. So there's your yaw, rate 1. Let's go to, there's 2 beats. But sorry, I should have turned on probably my headless mode doing this, so let's go ahead and try headless mode. There they are, flashing, no annoying beep. Glad about that. Yaw, rate 2. So I'm going to push away. Whoops. I'm going to push away, it went away. I'm going to come back, it's coming back to me. Pushing away, it's going away. It's off just a hair. Whoops. I'm upside down. Let me put it back on the ground. Still in headless mode. There's yaw. Away. Come back this way. So it's off a little bit, which is okay. Can't be calibrated, I'm sure. So I'm going to turn, actually I'm going to turn it back on. Let's go to rate 3 quickly. Wow, the yaw is nuts in rate 3. It's so hard to control, I'll apologize. I mean, that is just so fast. Go away. Yeah, that needs to be calibrated now, especially me wrecking it. Doesn't help any. Let's turn that off. Let's go 45 this way. 45 that way. It flashed multiple times. I did it the first time I did a 45-degree angle, both sticks this way. It did a couple of double flash, and then when I did it finally the other way, it did a multiple flash and then stopped. So it should be calibrated now. Let's try that again. Yeah, away. Wow, that completely changed it. I'm not sure exactly how it changed. I'm trying to think how it changed it. So actually, it's not that bad. It's pushing away. It's just so crazy and fast. It's kind of hard to demonstrate in here. Oh, it helped if I had the headless mode on, wouldn't it? So right now I'm spinning. Yeah, it is off right now. Unfortunately, I tried calibrating it. I don't know if I did it wrong or what, but that's rate 3. Trying to zip around for you guys. It's just amazing. I'm not that worried about the headless mode or return home, honestly, on something like this. It's just so crazy that it's so much fun. Really not that worried about it. I'm sure if you calibrate it, maybe I didn't do something right, or that's not perfectly a level, which you want to make sure it is. Let's try to do a quick throttle punch. I didn't hit the load button. I don't know if I want to do that necessarily, but I mean the pitch on it is so aggressive. Whoops. And it's so fast. I mean, being in this small room, it's absolutely crazy, which I kind of expected it to be. It is amazing. For $16.99, it's cheaper basically than at least than the H36 JRC I got. It's way snappier in front of. It fought the wind really nicely. I mean, look at that speed. It's just nuts. The battery's still, yep, there we go. The battery is flashing. And on the box it says about 5 to 7 minutes. Probably a little bit less if you have it in the higher speeds and you're just gunning it like I am. I couldn't get full momentum, obviously. I mean, shorter distance, and it won't let you do the flip when it's flashing. Which I recommend landing in. You don't want to ruin this battery. This is a really nice battery. I'm trying to land on the box. There we go, landed on the box. So, all in all, that is an incredible, RC. There it is, flashing quadcopter. Simply unplug it. Now this battery is warm to the touch. I can feel that. I'll definitely recommend letting that sit for a little bit, at least 5 to 10 minutes. You know, get it back to normal temperature. And it's not by any means really hot. It's just warm to the touch. Let me feel the motors. Those aren't really warm at all. Probably just slap in another battery and be ready to go, honestly. I'm just so impressed. I actually hit the walls pretty decent. I hit a door over there, which is a sliding closet door. I hit the walls. It really didn't bang it up at all. There's no scratches really on it or dings. The body's still in really good shape. All in all, it's just a really, really nice B-WHOOP. I love this thing. This is probably my new favorite indoor little flyer. I picked it up for $16.99 on T-Mart. It is legit. Used my credit card. It went right through, no problem. They shipped between 24 to 48 hours. They said I would get it between, I think, like 3 to 5 days. I got to think like the 4th day or something like that. And it was the weekend as well, so it was amazing. Everything you get's a great deal. They even have packages where they offer, I think, for a few more bucks, you get an extra battery or even 2, depending on what package you pick. Just so many different ways to go. If you want someone to get this as a gift and you feel like they're more of a newer pilot, they do have the altitude version, which is actually the B-WHOOP B-03. B-06, which is the altitude version. It is the Pro version as well. So that makes it a little bit nicer. I think the motors aren't as nice as these ones. I think they're just a step below. I'm pretty sure they are. So that would just be a little bit below that, but it'd still be an incredible fun flyer for them. For $16.99, I would just, you know, a gift or anything would just be amazing. A kid or an adult would even like this. So definitely 2 thumbs up. I haven't found really any gripes with it. You know, being a newer pilot is a little bit harder to fly, but besides that, if you took your time and worked on your throttle management, you can have an absolute blast with this. So please share the video, comment, you know, like, subscribe, and I'll continue getting you guys content out there. And I ordered quite a few things this week, and I got a lot of stuff coming. My fiance ordered me a really cool car I'm going to be showing you guys, and a few other products. So I'm really excited for this week. So I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.